Friends, today under the vertical of travel and tourism and travel tourism post-COVID mainly, I just want to express my few points. The travel and tourism industry had a very dark phase of last 2 years. Of course, in every industry has suffered, but I think globally the most hit was travel, tourism and hospitality, as we all know. But endemic is almost on the end. I would call it endemic now. Hence, I think instead of pondering too much now on the past, the recent past, we should consider it and we have to move forward. It's the time to move forward, tourism to revert back, and we all should be positive. Instead of pandemic positive, let us be tourism positive now. Tourism industry is a very vibrant industry globally and also for India. In India, 9% percentage of the GDP comes from tourism, 10% employment comes from tourism. I do not want to go too much into any statistics or so, and I want to just give few of my views on this. Post-COVID, of course, we have learned lessons during this COVID, whether for our simple life, modifications, or also for business. We should know the strategies of business, the processes of business are dramatically changed and they will change further now. The online, the digital, the social media, everything has taken a big space and I think it's going to remain there. We must think now that a lot of things traditionally which especially the tour operators and travel agents used to do, they will not be any more relevant. People will change their habits. They will go more to the wellness places. They will go more to the natural places where some activities like yoga, meditation, the standalone niche hotels, instead of the big hotels with 400 rooms, people are also changing their habits and going to this kind of places. And today's thing is to the stakeholders as well to the end consumers. Our travelers are a part of our travel industry. We have three major divisions in travel tourism. One is, we call it inbound, means when foreigners coming to India from overseas is called inbound travel. This surely going to take little bit more time because economies and other elements are globally hit and people at the moment will take a lot of time for the long journeys from US, UK and EU markets to come to India. Of course, it will start, but it will take more time. Then comes the outbound travel. Outbound means when Indians are going overseas. We call it outbound travel. This has been for many years steady growth year after year. And now post-COVID, I think this will grow as per the pre-COVID period very soon. And also India is a big market. As the world sees us in this domain, India is a big market and the foreign national tourism boards, the foreign travel companies, they all are looking towards India for their markets. So this sector will grow much faster than inbound. Then comes the domestic travel, means when Indians are traveling within India. This is a very massive domain and also pre-COVID and post-COVID now, which be giving us a big market share, and it has been our lifeline even post-COVID. Initially, people have started movements have started and people are traveling already to the hills, and also the habits of people are changing, going to the wellness places, going to standalone properties, smaller properties, but in greener areas where yoga, meditation, some activities instead of they go to museums and big other places, they would rather choose this kind of destinations. Now, I have been a part of travel and tourism, so I still have interest as an industry person. I want to just share a couple of points which are my own. During the COVID, the industry was suffering, and all of our association worked, lot of work they did. They approached the government, the Ministry of Tourism, Ministry of Finance, and other relevant ministries for subsidy and direct help to the industry. But unfortunately, the results was almost nil. So what does it mean? We have tried our best, but it has come to the conclusion that we have to be self-sufficient. So my views, there are couple of points which I want to emphasize today. That associations, though they have worked very hard, even the umbrella, federation, faith, and all associations, they have worked very hard on this. But I think we need an innovative ideas, change the strategies post-COVID. What can we do for the members and the growth of the business? We have to think out of the box and find new ways. For domestic travel, I would say one of the things is that we need to reach the end users, the travelers, and make them aware. The association should work and make them aware about their members, their activities. And secondly, for domestic travel, for so many years, we have been fighting and telling the government that the domestic travelers should get an income tax rebate on their spending during the year. And I think this is one element which will be useful for members, business will grow, and also the end travelers will get benefit. The association and all stakeholders must pursue this with the different government authorities and states and centers, especially to get income tax rebate on the domestic towards spending. One more point which I want to say, that our industry is today majorly disorganized. It's not formatted. Hence, I want to say that whether all the stakeholders or the associations must come together, they approach the states or the center, that some way it should be more formatted. Means, I do not want to say that some license Raj should come. Should be registration. Every country has travel and tour companies are registered. Means a central agency should come from the government and they should register the small, the medium, the middle, the higher and big ones, all with the name of company, turnover, address, simple registration, so that the government and the industry will have a clear-cut data today which we don't have it. So these are the 2 points which I say. And then the travel agents and tour operators, my friends, I also want to honestly say that I know you are not getting a proper fair share in the market. But for over years, we have been fighting against the online domains and business doing by online portals and all. We should forget any enmity or any fighting against the online. Yes, we need our fair share. As I want to honestly say, as a travel agent and tour operators, today you are service providers, not as travel agents. So you have lost the monopoly which we enjoyed for over 20-30 years. Today we are one of the channels. So we must understand this, we must know this, we must be aware of this. And certain things between the stakeholders, for example, hoteliers. We are always saying hoteliers selling online. Yes, they will sell. We are one channel for them. They will sell via OTAs, they will sell via online, they will sell via Facebook, they will sell. So we are one of the channels, but yet I think between the hoteliers, two stakeholders, tour operators and hoteliers can sit down together and resolve this issue to a large extent. And as a tour operator, you should promote those hotels, those who are protecting us. But also the travel agents need to be honest. Often we hear the consumer, the travelers being cheated by some, but what is happening in the market, maybe 4-5% people, they spoil the image of all 95% tour operators, travel agents also. So we have to understand this, and the association should make aware why the offline small middle agents are better. They have to make the travelers aware, and if we go to them for a couple of issues, important issues, we can go to the travelers, to the end consumers. This is my view very strongly. The travel agents and tour operators should call themselves as service providers, should act like that, and also be aware of what the end consumers want. What are their habits now? Where are they want to go now? Cater to some new niche areas. The MICE market, so much is open. The weddings, already people are doing it. But many traditional way of processing of the business will go and change, and we also have to use social media, digital marketing to as much as possible make among the members to make small forums to work in synergy. So these are our new things, new waves. I just want to touch for the sake of our travel agents and tour operators. I just also want to have one more point which I think is very important, that unfortunately our Indian print or TV or digital media is not very supportive for the Indian travel and tourism industry. They are rather mostly negative. They send wrong images to the whole world, and the people abroad, they pick up those things and use against our industry. So my suggestion is either the government or the industry somehow should do a solution. The government can take, if not a full TV channel, but they should have some big slots in every media or their own slot somewhere to counteract their media. For the travel and tourism, positive media should go within India and also abroad the globe, everything. This is a very, I think the industry has been over the years pondering about these things, but this is now, I think industry should pursue it by themselves, by the industry or the government. Our media should be very supportive to travel industry. They should be not counterproductive rather. I will honestly say these are my views. I have been a part of the travel industry. These are my views and some suggestions, because I've been, after 40 years, I've been always very keen for the Indian tourism to grow and to remain on the track. This was Subhash in Travel, Wellness and Beyond by Subhash Verma. Please like and subscribe.